You can come in them.
I would imagine, yeah, the buns are probably affected if you give boons.
Yeah.
I'm mostly worried about Zytan because it actually has a DPS check and the ads are right at the very beginning. While like Primordius, it'll be a little bit into him dying.
Alright, who's the one not in Discord, just for my information? Twinkle isn't, but is Twinkle with you, Nov?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, cool. Welcome everyone. It has been a while, and hopefully we can get back in the swing of things, but do expect that our first few polls to not be great and for mistakes. And for today, Outernet is our fill.
Hold on, my power just went out. I'm on backup right now. It'll last. Yeah, just letting you know. It'll last for like an hour, but.
I'll still do it, and we'll get a few polls in at least, because we all dedicated time here. But regardless, I hope everyone remembers their normal spread spots, and I'll go over the Su1 plan real quick, and we'll get started. So the Su1 plan is just Bjorn and M as far green. You will have a portal provided to you. Otherwise, everyone is going to be at boss. You will take the portal and dodge into your green. And then you go and take the portal back and do your spreads. Middle green are the portal verts. They simply blink in, and then they distort on heart for the claw slap. And then close green would be Outernet and Rook, or really just any DPSer. Wolfie can do it fine, Sam, whomever. As long as 2 people are here. Otherwise,
Don't trust that 2 other people will take it.
I mean, it's where boons are going to be. It's the easiest spot to avoid the wave, so fuck it. For spreads, we have both of our portal verts here. If I remember correctly, for the others, we have M on X. We have Rook on square. We have Bjorn on circle, and then me and Noth are wherever. Did I get any of the Su1 spread stuff wrong? It's been a while.
That's just for Su1, right?
Just for Su1.
Okay.
I do not need a spread for Su1?
No.
Okay.
You're just the first 5.
That's 6 spreads.
That's 7 because portal vert,
Oh yeah, it's 2 hearts. Never mind. Yeah.
Yeah. M, sorry. Rook, Bjorn, and then the void pool bitches.
Yeah. I just forgot there's 2 of us on heart.
I don't remember how to turn off the beeping sound that
Like,
without turning
here,
it off completely. So yeah, I won't have mic open because it's constant beeping telling me it's on battery right now.
Alright.
Ready, check.
Sorry, the portal for Su1, for the second one is here, right?
Does my fucking marker pack tell? Void beam? Yeah, that's right.
Okay, perfect.
Sure.
That's what I thought. I just want to make sure, because... Alright.
Let's have some fun. I'm excited to play Lanius's role.
For Su1 green, you're taking portal, you're going to be far, you take portal back, and then you spread on X.
And I do the same as spread on circle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, same for all Su1.
Su1 2.
No, you're back on the boss. Actually, wait, sorry. Your spreads are the same for Su1 too. I'm sorry. Yes. All Su1, all
green.
spreads are the same.
You won't do green on Su1 2.
No.
You do close green with everybody else if you want, but...
Welcome back. We're probably not going to make it to Su1 2. I'd be impressed if we did today, but I highly doubt it. Because I still haven't gone over Purification with you all. Purification 4.
Oh yeah, that's.
I mean, it's easy, but I still haven't gone through it. Two down, three, guys.
That's not bad.
One down. Our counter put. GG. We are not continuing with 5-6 downs in Purification 1.
Getting all the
check.
downs out of her set right away.
Please watch the AoEs. You're ready? Alright, hold on, let me do this. Squad ready.
Destroy the Dragon Boy.
I know Lanius never does this, but whatever. Run over. Oh, I forgot to beam up immediately.
I did not get much.
I think we'll need to slow down on damage a little bit, but we'll see.
Oh, that's really close.
I stopped attacking.
I want to push this guy in. There you go. 3, 2, 1, now.
My bad.
Oh. GG.
Didn't get to the portal in time.
No problem.
Ready check.
I think everybody dies to that a few times. I need to put my speakers on mute. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
It's actually pretty good. How long is the UPC rated for?
I think she has audio. Unless she's using her phone, I guess.
She is.
Okay.
Whenever you see woof woof, that's her phone. I didn't. That'll do it. It's just a bit sketch. Aw, that exploded immediately. Again, same damage check as last time. Want to slow it down a little bit.
Hold.
3, 2, 1. Now.
Press the.
GG. I mean, feel free to take it earlier if, as you get the timings down. I mean, there should only be one spread on you, so if you're just like right next to the portal,
Ready, check.
it's fine. Or if other people are on it, it's fine.
One ring.
Oh yeah, you get free stacks for just giving alacrity.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot to kill my map too early. Damage is a little higher than last time. You want to do a big hold here? Nope. Three, 2, 1. No? Twinkle's dead. What happened? Did I like move too far and take a spot, Twinkle? Oh, okay.
Ready, check.
Ready, check. One ring.
Alright, kill him. Aw, I ran into it. Sure. Push this other guy. Might have missed. Aw. Don't have dinner for me. Damage is still high. Three, 2, 1. Now. They're probably having bug.
Wow.
Good job. Nope, that's a stealth break. Okay. There you go, counter push team.
Very nice push. No goop. Oh, nice.
Our damage is fine. Just a little to the side.
Ray broke a little bit early and I got speared off.
Early, not late?
Early.
GG. I mean, it's a... Yeah, because Nora was one of our green people and he didn't do it. But stealth was broken early.
Oh, I thought you said the CC was broken early. Sorry.
No, yeah. Stealth
No,
is broken.
stealth broken early. No potential change in your scenario, Wolfie?
It's doing the
Yeah, I hate that sound.
yeah. that's usually like it's gonna turn off soon. So yeah. It's shorter than I thought. I don't know. I think it's because I swapped my graphics card recently. It's not living as long as. Yeah, it's gonna shut down soon. So
Yeah, if it's
I'm
gonna
not.
shut down soon, you gotta hop out.
I'm
No
a,
choice.
I'm a,
Yeah,
I'm
you
a,
have
I'm
to.
a, I'm gonna shut my computer off.
Um,
This sucks.
Is it a well or is it a mark?
It was probably a well.
Okay. Do you know the magic mark spot?
No.
If you cast a mark here, even when the boss isn't there, it will immediately pop.
Gotcha.
And
Pretty
then
sure
like
it's
for
either
mortar
my-
moth and stuff, you can put them out here, but you know.
Pretty sure it was either my greatsword 4 or one of my 2 wells.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Is Warden coming?
I
Warden?
I don't know. I don't even know if he's at his computer.
Yeah, I don't know what's. Usually it's not this bad when I'm on my UPS, but yeah, I can't. I was not expecting only 20 minutes. It used to be 40.
Yeah, because if we don't get a DPS sub, we can't really like continue. Like we had a really good pull. Like it was awesome. I mean, if we don't get anyone, we don't get anyone. But I mean, I'll just ping Warden.
I'm gonna see how the
Not
bun
sure
mods look.
Ugh. Was I out of position for the 2 reds I grabbed during Morty? Or Titan? No, Morty.
Which pull was that? That would have been. This one. Combat replay, mortar moth.
What was your? What did you say, Rook?
I had both reds in more the last set. The last
Yeah,
two.
that was my fault. Sorry.
Okay. Just wanted to double check because I know I was trying to like move move a little bit to make sure I get bait of the oranges, but I might have been moving too early. I'm a little rusty.
The funny thing is, it looks like Noth was actually closer to the middle, but I'm assuming it chooses a second before they show up or something.
Yeah.
I just have the other mark, the simulation on, so now I see like all the grid of spit, and it makes me nervous.
Yeah. Does anybody else have anybody they could ask to fill?
It's just DPS.
Just normal, easy peasy DPS. No spread, no nothing.
Let's see if I
Couldn't be simpler. But if nobody has anybody they will ask, I will call the session off because what we do aren't like safe strats and that we can't easily 9-man unless we meet said checks. It's not like we couldn't, but it'll feel really bad. Because we effectively don't have portals for what we would need to do. So if we were to continue 9-manning right now, we would end up doing second greens and Dormag. No portal change there because otherwise that's going to mess with our muscle memory. So it's a long run to that portal. It's going to be second chomp, 2 chomp Primordius, really close to killing. Everyone has to run out. And everyone has to run back, and void pools can really easily mess with that.
Whispering virus.
Mortar Moth actually shouldn't change much, and I really don't think Titan really will either. Sure.
Okay, he's actually busy with his own prog group.
Yeah. Like Thursdays is a really busy day apparently with people. Like just today, like in Wolfie's Discord, there were like 2 posts in the forum about, oh hey, we're doing a Thursday run. Apparently Thursdays are really just busy. I don't. I asked the one person I really could. I don't really have anyone. Wolfie's power went out. Her entire neighborhood. And her UPS is taking more power than she expected. so she couldn't stay as long.
Tell her to go to Starbucks.
Nah. But yeah. Well, I suppose while we're all here, is anybody not gonna show for fucking future sessions? Any absences I need to worry about?
July 4th. I think that's a Thursday, or July 1st.
Yeah, okay, I have that actually bookmarked. I can
Yeah.
remove this one though. And then I can remove bishops as well.
Yeah. I'm normally okay playing on a laptop in a hotel like I have in a couple other sessions, but this
Yeah.
time I'm literally in the woods running off solar power.
Yeah.
Probably wasn't gonna work.
That would be an experience, but
Yeah.
I really not have
summertime. Ooh.
Not anyone I can easily call on. Well, we can either experiment with 9 manning, and the biggest thing we'll have to do is for Mortis, but that's also going to mess with our muscle memory. Or we just call the session now and continue Tuesday.
I feel so bad.
I mean,
All your fault.
It's all your fault for
I know,
entering
right?
Harvest Temple and harvesting all the power to the point where it made your entire neighborhood blackout.
I think it's time to like invest in a better UPS, because my UPS I do plan to at least let them last for an hour, but I guess 3060 graphic card just uses way more power or something. I don't know.
3060 shouldn't be that much. It's like 200 watts.
Yeah, I used to be on 1060.
Oh, but the difference between 1060 and 3060. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
hold on. Is it next Tuesday the balance patch?
Yeah.
Yeah. We are going to be having problems adjusting, I assume, because
I'm expecting
everything in our comp is changing.
I'm not expecting anything big outside of QuitarHero. Otherwise, like, all the builds that we play aren't really like touched in a major way.
A Lat Chrono won't be able to pre-boon.
Yeah.
But
hold on. If we're going for big DPS, the lack Bladesworn.
It's a possibility, but and then a lack mech is potentially going to have some issues keeping boons up, but we'll.
Yeah.
Oh, who's Nick?
This is the person I invited.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, I didn't know. Cool. I gotta get Discord in here. And then I gotta go over everything and all that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that doesn't actually matter. Bjorn has to hop back in anyways. I was about to start theory crafting for a little bit of 9-man pulls, but I guess we'll do this. Now I have to re-pull up the video. I showed, what is it? Outernet? Is it this one?
I guess there's also, there's that, and there's also the Well of Action is getting 5 seconds of alacrity.
Is this actually a good pull though? Or Alright, so that is that. Cool. Alright, hello and welcome. So just for my information, since Outernet brought you in, what's your general experience in Harvest Temple, CM?
I've seen up to Suwon 1, but I've regularly seen up to like end of Mordramoth, middle of Zaiten.
That's all good. Cool. And alright. So welcome and thank you for joining. You're just normal, easy peasy damage, no spread, no nothing. Just to quickly go over what we do, and I will save the big thing for last. So for Purification 1, I don't think there's anything too big to worry about. You just stack here with us, you get your stacks, and you wait for the ball, push. When CC happens in Purification 1, you will run back to... Sorry, you will run to Jormag. There will be no portal provided. And otherwise, just give me good damage. Our damage checks for the first 5 dragons are phased during greens on Jormag. Phased during second greens on Jormag. 1 chomp for Mortis. Rockatorque, it doesn't matter much. 2 wave Mordramoth, and we phase during third green on Zaitan. And then for Suwon, it's whatever. Because once we get to Suwon, that's where we do safer strats. But if we don't meet our damage checks, we die. But I'm not too concerned. Nothing special on Jormag. I'm trying to think if there's anything special to let you know about, and I don't really think so.
Outside the Primordius port?
Outside of Primordius. Alright, so for Primordius, since you're in here, what we do is different to what most other groups do, I believe. So, for the start of... What was that?
Is it greed and then port out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Ultra Greed and port out?
Yep.
So we just... So the portal, the greed portal will be around Star, so you'll stay in Chomp when it happens, and then you take the portal out and you take the same portal back in, and we DPS on Triangle side. Sorry, DPS where the tag is.
Star side, yep.
Star side, yep. This is flank side. Remember, you cannot melee from the spot. And what are you playing? Oh, you're Weaver. Okay. Alright, cool.
Bjorn. Is he back in?
He's loading back in. Well, it feels kind of bad because I just did a food a little bit ago, but I mean, we have what, 1 hour left of the session, so I mean, I guess I'll do the other free food. I mean, I'm going to do it anyway, and in the 30 minutes, so it doesn't matter. Remember, Bjorn, you're probably going to get the out of combat bug. But you'll probably be fine with that.
Ready check.
Ready check.
Whenever you're good, him. Oh wait, he went BRB.
Can you guys hear me now?
Hello,
yep.
Hi.
Okay. Who gets the bug? Is it like the last person in?
It's not consistent, but usually the last people in. 1, 2, 3, 4 or something. Depending on the poll.
All I know is last in is part of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, let's do this. One down. GG. Oh. CC. And GG. I did say GG, but then I almost rushed Twinkle, and then he got hit by another AoE, and almost killed him in down state. But because I was the only person.
No, it isn't like a guaranteed death.
No, it's just a lot of damage. Like a healer with a lot of toughness can just tank a hit, and it'll just be at like 10% health. Come here, Mac. Oh. No! Nah, just GG. We almost did it. We could have corrected it, it just would have been a pain in the ass.
Ready check.
He bent the orb too much.
Mm-hmm.
One break.
Come here, Mac.
Oh my god, I dodged into it.
Oh, we've got it, as long as that crab died. Fucking ad ran into my mind. Feels bad. Look at those goons. Well, mostly because of that shit. I didn't get it. Just go anywhere. It doesn't matter as long as you don't die. Here,
Oh my goodness.
No. GG.
I slipped into...
Yep. The very edge of it.
Ready check.
That was my bad. I didn't realize... Never actually paid attention to the second.
The second one
timing.
is just fucking right here. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if I could drop it safely on group or not. It's not like...
Anywhere that isn't right on top of us.
But I like it when it's dropped right on top of us. It's warm.
I'm red.
I killed my Mechley. I might not have super fast season. Man, I'm playing this build like I do hand. I play that here. Oh, we got the bug. GG. We GG'd last pull at the very end of the green. And we got early spread.
Yeah.
Did we do it that time?
Nah.
Okay.
Ready check.
Oh wait, no, we did it during spread. What am I talking about? Mac.
One break.
Hello. Hi. Come here.
In theory, it's actually fine if that bug happens, if nobody goes down.
Yeah.
Then we don't even have to hold.
That is true. One down on group. Three, two, one, now. I'll move my mech in a better spot in a moment. Okay. We are going to have spreads on group. Just prepare yourselves. Commit. Keep going. We have bug. Continue. Oh shit, I didn't kill my mech. Continue. Cool. Remember we have chomp bug. Spawning in 2, 1. Yeah. One down, one dead. Continue. Never mind. Oh, miss. Rise them when you can. Boy pools just away from. Commit. Cool. How much we can do?
Stacking so weird. I'm maybe not gonna make it. It's fine. What was
that?
Got scared out.
Got scared out, yeah.
Oh yeah, Wolfie's Road's not. Yeah.
Gotta get rid of early chomp.
So we just have to get to Primordius again?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, you can do whatever. What's this message on Discord? Wolfie's outage is apparently from 8 PM to 3 AM.
Could be worse. Could be for multiple days.
Mm-hmm. GG.
I had a situation, I think 2 years ago during like the winter or something. Power outage on my street, my side of the street got restored in like 4 or 5 hours. Other side of the street got restored in 2 days.
Yeah.
It was
Let's
real
get started.
awkward.
You can go.
I got a warning for baseball-sized hail today, but it didn't get to my place of living, but I figured I might lose power if it did.
Baseball-sized hail. That's always fun.
That's what it said. Like, I've never
Yeah.
seen that in my life, but I don't really want to.
Yeah. Do you have like the garage parking?
No, and I don't have hail coverage on my insurance.
Ooh.
One
I
down.
would have been mad.
Uh,
Let's all do this. Probably.
Go ham on damage, we're gonna need it. Put it down.
yeah, we're in trouble.
One down. Camp. Two. That's not good, man.
We're like 20% behind,
Yeah.
and I keep dropping quickly.
Yeah. Solely because of the downs.
We're actually pretty close.
We were
Just
close.
1%.
That's why I said to go ham, but the fact that Bjorn also went down kind of ruined our chances.
Crazy how much like a single person going down,
Mm-hmm.
just chain effect.
Ready check.
Where's my mech? Lost it. Why are you over there?
Doing its own thing.
This is why I don't like mech. I always lose them. right into my mind. No tap cleaner. We are very high on damage. We are almost into...
We could have like been so close, but hold.
Now, we're dead. Damage was too high and there was no holding. GG. Or not enough, I should say. We go again.
Ready check.
Oh, Shaolin's on the edge. Ham down. I'll take it, sure.
Alright. I press the wrong button.
Damage is high. Please hold.
Please hold. Thank you for calling tech support.
I got revealed. That's my bad. Lingering field.
It's fine.
I decided in my greatsword thing, so
3, 2, 1. Now. Turn damage. GG, we have a dead.
Ready check.
Yeah, a little close there.
We need to hold a tiny bit, but not too much. Go ham, kill. Three, 2, 1, now. Make sure you make it into your portal. Wait with it. Jump. Damage is better a little bit. Only by like 2%.
Might be all we need.
We have early chomp back with our damage. One down. Damage needs to be just a little bit higher. We can avoid their early chomp. Or much lower, we can wait until Void Pool. I'm just gonna go backwards wherever that leads me. Well, enjoy counter push team. Blue.
Nice.
Spawning in 1 now. I'm gonna go bully this time. One full deck, continue. We can stay. Nope. Void Pulse. Oh, I don't have spread. Shit. Oh, we had overlap with spread because people didn't know where to go. Oh, my. GG. If you have a spread and you don't normally have a spread, just find a safe spot. Just go away because the entire hitbox area is covered. Just don't stay on group. Either that or do as we agreed with Noro and just go to where Noro goes, which is roughly arrow.
That one I don't have anywhere to go during Zaitan because the reds.
I know, but
like I'm got right up against it.
Oh, we got early chomp. No one reminded me.
Yeah, I think that one, the spread is also pretty unavoidable because we had one down.
Oh,
So
it was a
there's gonna-
DPS that was dead, but yeah.
yeah, it's gonna be 2 on group regardless.
Only 2 on group if somebody that's not DPS dies. Because the 4 people share the 1.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
I didn't get spread because I didn't have any quick mobility to run to group, so I had to, well, run to group. And I kept running and running and running. And I went too far to the edge and didn't get spread. Also, I was more concerned with making sure you guys were fear broken than me getting spread.
Yeah. A
That's
lot of
on
stuff to
me.
think about.
But I am playing the hardest role.
So it's only the actual chomp that instantly kills you, and the rest is ticking damage.
On HTcm, yeah, but on normal mode, G can even survive the chomp. I think Wolfie did it with Chalice during one of our strike weeks.
Yeah.
Well, we can't
Weekly strikes.
use that as a Reddit check because Bjorn's dead.
Ready check.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't res you, so you have to res yourself. Oh. I'll keep going. Damage is high, we need to hold some. Three, two, one, now.
Seven.
Give at least somebody to the chomp.
Oh!
Yeah.
No
Oh,
one
that's
said
a
anything! GG. We can't do one chomp without you. We almost did there, but can't do it without you.
Stupid force movement.
Ready check.
Ride lightning off edge or something.
It was my sword 2, fire sword 2. But
Oh.
I tried doing that and then backing up because I've actually been having to hold a large portion of my damage on Primordius, which I think was causing us to hit that timing. I was trying to push it, but I'm like, it's making me kill it. Yeah, most of my Primordius phase have been like largely auto attacking, so I don't risk doing that.
Yeah.
I'm stuck with it.
I won't have my mech for CC. Hopefully it's not a big deal. Damage is on the high side. Please lower it some. Barely. One down, DPS. I have to get my spread and void, well I can't. Oh, I detonated her. Let's do it again. Commit, go. Keep going. Kill. Good phase.
No bug.
No bug. Cool. And surprisingly good stealth despite that.
I actually broke stealth early with something. I don't know what, but I have some numbers.
I get that sometimes, and it doesn't sometimes break stealth anyways. It's weird.
Like I didn't use anything, but I saw the numbers. It was kind of disorienting. I guess it could have been like Phantasm or something, but it was really late. I don't know.
One down, one down.
Oh shit. Oh. No one. That's a lack, GG. I mean, dying. Did you die like much earlier in Krog, or did you just forget to move out? Okay.
Ready check.
Oh, did it teleport you back in?
If you're gonna be greedy with your CS, make sure the Stort is the last thing in your CS.
Good. Yeah, that's a good idea.
But still, try to make your initial position a bit smart. If possible. fine with a session that isn't super productive like today, but do want far more consistency starting next week. We haven't done it for a while. I forgot to kill them.
Next week's we got some things to get used to though.
I don't know, next week is the best benchmark for consistency, yeah.
Damage is quite high, please lower a lot. I will no longer give you alacrity. Cool.
I don't want. I need alacrity. I don't want to lose my portal. Oh wait, I'm not in your sub anyway.
Three, 2, 1, now. Damage is on the better side for what we have today.
Lagging.
Flag and safety.
Yep. See what our damage is like. Alright, we're gonna phase during spread. So we're gonna have early charge. Unless we do a big hold. But no. Just commit. But oh, jump.
Is that a no bug?
That's a no bug. Enough people didn't listen to me, and we didn't get the bug.
Yeah. Still one alive.
This fucking mech. Attack this guy. Attack the boss.
The big purple thing.
Like, the annoying thing is I even, like, started, like, targeted the boss. Mech didn't attack. I did a shift stick, but it's like mech just running all the way back to center to attack that one guy. Now look at my mech, like I gave up on my mech. I'll give you guys beans with it. Giving boon in 3, 2, 1. Oh, I forgot to boot her immediately.
Skull Piercer right beside us scares me.
He's like rolling around and sniping us.
Yeah.
2 snipers available.
Alright, we're gonna have a little bit of low quickness at the beginning of this.
actually kicked for most. One dead. Miss 4.
Yep.
Res your DPS. We have a lot of people low. Void pool to the side.
I'm desynced. God fucking damn it. Just let my
Phase.
On super speed. I'm still in healy.
We're gonna have to jump. We're gonna have to jump.
Oh, that's bad.
Maybe not.
No, somebody moved at the last moment, which caused that giant to be there. GG.
Yeah, I'm desynced. I gotta relog.
The fact that somebody did a movement skill at the very end, the giant was paying attention to that person, and that sucked. Man, there's probably a lot of things I could do to have better DPS, but I mean, I'm just treating this like I played ham, which is not caring much. For the 2 spreads on Morty, somebody didn't get their own spread.
I missed my first one. I got the second one though.
Oh, if you're missing it, it's not the end of the world though, typically, because if you don't get it, another DPS will get it.
Yeah, but they have to know where to go, and well,
Yeah.
that's the problem.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like always behind the stack, that will be a spot available.
Ready check.
Yeah, half that fight, my character was not where
Oh.
my character showed itself to be.
Is it just me with like Tide to Time? I can't tell where it actually is. I just see like one rectangle show up sometimes.
What are you talking about?
Like I don't see the Tide to
Field
Time
5
animation.
on Chrono.
Oh, I forgot to kill Mech again, sorry.
Maybe.
That's the only time in the fight I forget to kill the Mech. Well, that sucks.
I think I interrupted both Greatsword Force.
Oh. That's painful.
Damage is fine. Hold a tiny bit, but that's about it.
It says Greatsword 4s.
Mm-hmm. Three, 2, 1, now. Oh shit, I forgot. Oh, I forgot to boon rip. Damn, shame on me.
I got it.
We either need a very big hold, or we need really good damage here. Otherwise we get bugged. We really tried to go ham. Good effort, guys.
Almost worked.
One down. Where's it? I don't have immediate reroll. Check. Watch out for maybe. One sniper incoming. Matt, come here. Oops. Sniper on you. Make sure you live, that's what matters. One down. Nothing. Tried, but it's really hard to go over that. Continue. I need a backup to go to triangle side green. Need anybody to do it? Remember, one backup triangle side green. Gotta run. Thank you very much. Oh shit. I just used my F2. I don't have it for Fury. Oh shit.
Does that have anything else?
No, never mind.
What? I don't know what knocked me back. No portal.
Yeah, it's to me it's death, but well, since we do have bug and the amount of time it'll take to reset, we're pretty much at our end time.
I need to look at that log to see what hit me. Was there a worm up that I didn't see?
Maybe, but
We could probably just compare combat log. You don't even have to parse.
Oh, that's true. That is also a thing that exists.
yeah.
Log.
Well, regardless, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you very much, Internet and Nick, for subbing.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Sorry it took so long to figure out the
No problem.
stuff.
I mean, that's just kind of the case with the strat.
I'll see you guys later. Thanks again.
See ya. Here's what it would be like.
A lot of our issues were just because of the sheer amount of like changes and fills, so it's hard to kind of have a good session when we have so many variables, I guess. But at least we had a session.
It was fear after the scream.
Oh, you were in top sub?
Yeah. Oh, the resistance wore out.
Oh.
That's what it was.
No cleanse. Rip.
Oh, so you actually had enough at the beginning, and then it ran out, and you moved a little.
So I had resistance, so I didn't get feared, and then I didn't get the Condi cleanse. So when the resistance ran out, I got feared afterwards.
Okay, that's funny.
It's like there was nothing there. What did it? But that explains it.
Yeah.
What was these ones?
Wait, what are the other, outside of Hera, what are the other relevant changes? Like, there's, what's
So
the main?
Chrono's getting completely revamped. They won't be able to give boons without a target anymore.
Oh yeah, because of Phantasms, that's correct, I forgot.
Yep.
So that means no pre-boon from M, and that's just, let's
Just
see,
feels
what is
bad,
that
like it's not the end of
relevant?
the world.
So there's no pre-boon at the very beginning of Purification 1. Jormag, I mean, you're gonna have boons from Purification at the end of Purification 1. You'll have stuff remaining for Primordus and Kralkatorg. I'm not too concerned for Purification 2. No, like, big pre-boon, but, I mean, M's gonna begin with a Phantasm cast on Timecaster, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that change for this fight, because he's always going to open with a Phantasm, and like,
yeah,
with Alacrity, like if you lose Alacrity for the first 1 second, you're losing a quarter second off of like one cooldown. Like it doesn't really matter.
What else is relevant for our like HTcm group outside of Herald?
I don't know specifically how it's changing, but apparently mechs are gonna have a harder time keeping boons up off group.
Oh, it isn't. I need to pull it up. I saw there was a change. It's been a while, but update. June balance update preview mechanist. Sure. All right. So what do we have? This trait has been reworked. Mechanical Genius, that is. Instead of the mech incurring a stat reduction penalty, command skills now take longer to recharge if activated while the mech is farther away than a range of 360 away from the engineer, which means that
Oh my god.
all of my skills are going to have longer cooldowns because I'm always away from my mech. Okay.
360 is so small. Okay.
Base barrier and healing power of... Okay, that doesn't matter. Okay, so the main thing for Mechanist is just a Mechanical Genius skill.
Yeah.
Which, that sucks, because I'm always away from my mech and... Well, it's hard to do anything with that, so...
Aside from that, Vert is potentially getting a DPS increase depending on how the numbers come out.
That's fine. What else? We have a Soul Beast. Anything for Soul Beast?
Soul Beast, I mean, unless Sword turns out good, no. Nothing for Vindicator. Blade Sworn won't be giving quickness.
Which is, I mean, that just... I mean, that ultimately doesn't matter as much because Herald Quick. So,
Yeah.
Since we can't really think of anything else, let's deal with the elephant in the room of Rook's job of Quick Herald. Now, I'm not expecting any significant change with it really just depends how much quickness per pulse you give at varying boon durations.
Yeah, that's
really it. And if it scales based on the amount of energy degen you have.
The biggest pain points are going to be the beginning of Su-1, because we're not going to have enough time to stand around each other to get more than like 1 or 2 pulses of quickness. And I know currently Rook's not doing the far green or mid green, which means that only the people doing the far and mid green are going to lose quickness.
Again, it all depends on the values, but let's assume...
Yeah.
So best case scenario, like, the role doesn't change, and we maybe lose a little bit on the people who have to fuck off. But oh, what is it?
I mean, we'd be down quickness for like 15 seconds. Is my expectation.
Yeah, but it also depends how much over boon you get. Because for Su-1, you're standing on Su-1 for 15 seconds. And then
So
you
that's
go into
yeah,
your
like
stuff. So
if
we need numbers.
Yeah, exactly. We need numbers. I know when we're pushing the orb, like we'll all be stacked and getting quickness done. We walk to the boss together. Like we'll just have to be stacked.
One of the biggest
Probably.
pain points will be for Noth on Morjamoth and Zytian.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
And that's where I was thinking like it'd be really cool if they wanted to keep Heal Herald in a specific niche. They could make it so when you have a tablet out, it gives quickness on the tablet rather than on the Herald.
Uh-huh.
And they could also do the same thing for Renegade with Alacrity.
Yeah.
But I don't see them doing it or thinking of it.
What would be... I mean, it's hard to think of potential solutions because we just need numbers. Like, it's very easy to edit, like, people doing X or Y, but the main thing is... worst case...
It's gonna be harder to give boons while not stacked, like, across the board.
So... what are... just for the sake of knowing, what are quickness alternatives that are worthwhile?
Berserker might be okay. It's just that it doesn't bring anything other than quickness, which is a similar issue Willbender has. With Alacrity, and then there's Deadeye, which same thing, just DPS and quickness.
Untamed is the same, right?
So that's something I don't know because they haven't said what spirits are going to be doing. Like if a quickness untamed can take utilities, then maybe they can give other boons.
Like ultimately for us, like I would like to just transition back to fucking hammer throwing, but because that just solves all the fucking issues. But
it does. It's just hard. Well, it's like you have to have people that are willing to do it and want to do it.
Also, Noro, now that I'm back on my house, I can probably just start looking into doing the portal thing. Because in the previous computer wasn't possible, but now I'm back home and should be fine.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, if you wanna, like I don't know how best we can do about it. Like we can both get the simulator going and just run through it a couple times, or I don't know how great the video is, but hopefully it's enough.
Yeah, no, we can do that, and I'll run the simulation with you, and I can see it on my own space, even if I'm a little delayed from you.
Cool. All right.
I think the biggest change for us is Lanius.
Yep, I think that's gonna be a big book. Also, I won't be able to play Berserker, like almost guaranteed, unless they go back on the change. So I'll be thinking about what to play instead, depending on what makes it into the patch. But
trying to think, what do we do about Pan? Because 360 is small, but it is annoyingly workable. But it also depends on the cooldown increase. If it's like 20%, you know what? I think I'm fine with that.
A little bit more boon duration, like.
Yeah, but if it's
there's also Scourge, not Scourge. The other, actually, technically yes, Scourge, but Harbinger.
Harbinger Kandi quick on HTcm? No.
So, given the fact that it does so much damage, it actually comes out around the same DPS as like a Ventari or Jalis Herald. So it is an option. It's not great, but it would fill in Alacrity gaps if somebody wanted to do that.
Wait, what are we talking about?
Quickness Harbinger.
Quick Harb?
I mean, at this point, it's whatever you would want to play, Rook. If
it also
Quick
wouldn't
Herald.
have roads, but we have Wolfie still.
Yeah, it all depends what you want to play, but
for Quick Herald, what is changing with the boon application also?
You haven't looked yet?
So,
No, I know the pulsing quickness
Okay.
with the upkeep, but how does that impact the other boons being given by the facets?
In theory, those aren't changing.
no. We're only just our main concern is quickness.
Like, my expectation for the rotation for Herald, you're gonna use Facet of Elements and Facet of Strength, both, you know, double tap them every single time.
Yeah.
And then you'll probably pre-boon with the heal and Facet of Nature, and then you'll just leave Darkness and Chaos ticking to give quickness. It's my expectation. I don't know for sure, but I think Darkness is -2, right? It's not -1.
Yeah. I mean, the issue is that you run out of energy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you have to keep swapping. Like, you can't stay on.
Yeah.
You can't camp anymore. And like using sword skills is going to. Yeah, it's. I don't like the change for anything but open world. I'll just say that.
Yeah, because like at this point, I don't think the DPS loss from not being able to use scores skills.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm just thinking, right? Like you consume strength and elements,
Mm-hmm.
and you immediately follow with sword skills because that's like 70%
burst, right?
of your damage almost, right? At that point, you're out of energy if you're upkeeping chaos that entire time.
Yep.
So you swap. You're missing out on a second cast of elements.
Yep. So there's potential depending on how, like, obviously it's going to come down to people benching, but there's potential for it to be a Shiro Jalis build, which would be like really bland and wouldn't give a lot of boons. And you wouldn't really be able to afford road unless you didn't use sword skills.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't really make any.
I don't like it, but.
Yeah, we don't have numbers. It's hard to theory craft properly, so I'm just not gonna bother. And well, when Tuesday comes, patch hits, we actually see the number changes that are actually relevant. Then
So I expect it to be 3 seconds of quickness every 3 seconds, the same as like Harbinger Shroud.
Yeah. That makes most sense. I mean, I have a backup scrapper I can bring if everything.
I mean, there's always Scrapper, right? It's just like Scrapper's boon application is also changing. And in theory, it'll be fine, but it's just they didn't release numbers, so it's.
Yeah,
I Scrapper's changing as well.
They're making it so whenever you do a blast or leap finisher, it gives quickness instead of whenever you give super speed.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just at this point thinking about it. I'm just not gonna care.
Yeah, it's a little bit too much to try to like, and then they just didn't give numbers.
Yep. They gave numbers, it would be easy, but they didn't for whatever reason. So.
Yep. It was like
whatever.
I don't know if anybody's ever benched Power Harbinger.
Power Harbinger? I mean, I've benched
There's
Power
a
Scourge.
trait line, right?
There is a trait line. I don't know.
I just don't know. It probably wouldn't actually help because of the like you kind of have to take certain traits and.
The funny thing when I was benching Power Scourge just because is that for an offhand weapon, Torch is still the best offhand for a Power Scourge.
That's
so
funny.
Stupid because that does so much Condi that it's just so much better than like Focus or Dagger or whatever else.
Okay, so 26k for power, not quickness harbingers. That's basically out of the question.
Yeah.
There is Power Dragon Hunter, which is not good, but it exists. Or not Dragon Hunter, Firebrand.
Yeah,
Um,
that one's pretty low.
Let me just
Catalyst, actually, Catalyst
It's getting buffed.
is getting buffed, and it can give quickness from far away.
And it does other boons.
Oh no, are we gonna have to have somebody learn Catalyst?
I mean, I
You're
know
really-
Catalyst.
They're really gonna make you learn Catalyst.
I mean, it sounds like a good option.
So you could do Catalyst, Void Pools, like as the same role Lanius is doing,
Oh god.
and then we
Oh,
could have
Oh no,
stack
doing
stack heal.
all of that with what Lanius is doing,
Catalyst?
that's a bit much. All of Catalyst is melee as well.
Oh,
Or
is
a
it?
lot, no, not all of it, sorry. Some of it is melee, and some of it is
Okay.
limited ranged.
Maybe not that then.
But Catalyst
But
is
yes,
just,
stack Catalyst could be good. Like it could overcap boons too.
like in my time playing Catalyst, I don't play it because it's a lot and I'm generally commanding, and I'm not going to play an elementalist that intense while
Yeah.
commanding, but it's really just do a bunch of stuff, you have a tiny break, a bunch of stuff, and then you're like, alright, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, for like 8 seconds, and then you do your big fucking burst that takes like 10 seconds to do.
That sounds fun if it wasn't elementalist.
It means you gotta get used to how you do attunement spots for elementals. It's really not too
know.
bad.
I actually like playing Weaver.
Yeah, I enjoy
Like-
Weaver.
I just never picked up Catalyst because I was after I stopped. Never got into it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
What
fun.
other options are there?
Yeah, let's see. So, let's see.
I mean, every class has one now, right?
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
that's
go.
what-
Go ahead.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Like, what else is getting quickness?
So, I'm just gonna go through all the builds. So we have Herald, we have Firebrand, no
Oh,
Firebrand.
we've already covered all of them actually. That sucks.
Berserker, we have Berserker quickness, but that's just on.
Yeah.
It's melee. It's on every burst cast. So not super relevant unless you want to start taking banners or whatever, which you're not really wanting to do. Medium armor, we have Ranger Untamed, which doesn't seem great. We have Thief Deadeye, but that is just quickness. And then
Untamed has potential depending on how everything comes out, but same
What's the
thing as
third
everything else. They didn't say anything about Scrapper.
yeah, and then we have Scrapper, which is just quickness and a few other boons, but you kind of got to go out of your way for it. But Quick Scrapper is really just going to focus on getting as many finishers as possible, or optimizing how many finishers you have, and making sure you always have a field to do something with. Go ahead.
Doesn't that mean that we can provide more boons as Scrapper now because you're not limited to just gyros?
In a way, that's
Maybe.
correct. It depends
It's,
what you blast.
Yeah.
It's mostly you're
Because
mostly just giving might.
you can do stuff like take turrets, right? Like that's
Yeah.
blast finishers. But previously, like if you take heal turret to give might, it's like previously heal gyro gave might, so it's or gave not might. We're talking about quickness, but I might blasting gives like 15 seconds with no boon duration. Is that right?
Yes.
Like that is a
It's a
lot,
lot.
so it might be more
But you need a
effective.
constant fire field to reliably do that
Yeah.
with. And then you need a lot of finishers for it. Light armor builds. We have Chronomancer. That gives might and fury easily. And
Boon rip and potential for portals.
yes, but I'm considering just boons.
Okay.
It really doesn't do anything else.
I guess Deadeye has the potential for portal stuff too, but
Other than that, we move to Necro. which is Harbinger. Harbinger has elixirs for a little
Elixir
bit.
of Ambition is like good for filling in gaps on boons. But
Yeah. And then the last build is Elementalist Catalyst, which does 4 boons or 5 boons well. So that's about it. I don't have them memorized. It seems the best options are Herald if we can deal with it, Catalyst, maybe Harbinger, and let's actually look at what the Ranger changes are. I mean, Scrapper can also work, but we're looking for what other potential boons.
I think Chrono has a good potential, and Deadeye has specific niche potential. Like,
Oh, they're making a new trait to replace Fervent Force.
Yeah, I
Grant
was literally just looking at that.
When you use an Unleashed Ambush skill. I don't even know
like,
what that means.
as someone who doesn't play Untamed, I think it will be more fun, but I also don't play Untamed, so my opinion doesn't matter.
I believe you get access to ambush skills when you unleash yourself. Then for a little bit, kind of like a Mirage when you do a dodge, you have a period where you can do your ambush skill. And then whenever you unleash and then releash, I think you get access to it again. So it's a constant spamming your like F5 to constantly go in and out while also doing your rotation. In a way, it's trying to be similar to the warrior change of constantly bursting to give a boon, which I'm not a big fan of.
It feels just like they wanted to tack it on, but like, what are the best boon giving systems in the game?
Am I terrible for saying I really like how Ham gives boons? He just auto attack.
I honestly think Ham is one of the better boon giving systems because it'll work with any weapon in the kit. You just have to build around it, and it'll work with very different degrees of boon duration.
Yeah.
Depending on what you want to do. So I think like it has the most options. I just don't want to play Mechanist. I don't like how Renegade does Alacrity at all.
So
that's similar to
Deadeye quickness. Essentially, are you just casting cantrips all the
no.
time?
You use stolen skills to get
But
quickness.
the point is, there is a trait in Deadeye that whenever you cast a cantrip, you get a stolen skill, which is
Gotcha.
the single quickness skill that you then use to give quickness.
So that would be an option, or you could take the trait that makes it so when you steal a skill, you get 2, and you could combine that with a little bit of boon duration.
Yeah, but the issue is all you're doing is doing that. Like technically, if you spec for it, which probably isn't going to happen because a power Deadeye runs Deadly Arts, Critical Strikes, and Deadeye. If you want to actually give boons, you gotta run Trickery.
Yep.
And it still does damage, but it's not as competitive as the other two.
I mean,
well, you could take Thief Runes.
Go ahead, Bishop.
This build doesn't need to be like, the 38-40k range, right? So like if you drop, what would you drop?
The issue is like if you're dropping DPS, what are you gaining out of it? Just quickness?
Yeah.
If we're so in this scenario, if we ditched Deadly Arts, let's say, for Trickery, we now have a small access of Might, we have Fury, we have Swiftness, and we have Vigor to 5 allies. But it's only, 3 Fury, but still. It's the other boons that count. Now, Fury can be given by a lot of other builds. Swiftness is a boon that surprisingly is difficult to give if you're not on a non-standard build. And vigor, not always guaranteed. But that's about it. There's nothing
frustrating because there's so many lag options that look good, and there are so few quickness options that look good.
It's the inverse of how it has been.
Yeah, it's wild. Like even power tempest, power quickness, or power lag tempest could be interesting.
Yeah. I think what I'm
But-
hearing from this is I'm probably learning Catalyst. Because it was already pretty decent.
I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
if you're gonna
don't
do
like
Catalyst, then I'm gonna try and make it so you don't have to do more than what you're doing right now, or try to minimize what you have to do. Because if it's a more involved rotation, unless you get really comfortable with it.
Yeah.
And even then, like, I might change things up a little bit, so...
Because Catalyst, if you're going through all of it, instead of previously where you stuck on, was it air that gave?
Yeah.
Quick?
Yeah, you're going through all of it, so... We look...
If you're going through, like, all of it, I feel that it's actually probably a little safer, right? Like you're a little tanky.
So the Jade Spears, or Jade Spheres, we give a little bit of might, we give resolution, fury, and protection. It's elementalist, I'm lost.
Resolution build. I could do Dragon Hunter.
Alright, this trait now grants quickness when deploying your Jade Sphere in any attunement in addition to the boons currently granted. So, Spectacular Sphere. So actually, this is stupid. So, Catalyst now gives...
Do I
what is
even
it?
have
It gives... I'm just trying to confirm here.
Like, do I have Catalyst unlocked on any class?
Alright, it gives 10 stacks of might, it gives resolution, it gives fury, it gives protection, it gives fury. Sorry, it gives vigor, Aegis, and probably something else.
That's actually huge then.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
Just looking at what Catalyst is, right, with all the spheres, it's good. It's just like Catalyst.
Yeah. Hold on. What's the? I'm just curious. If I go to Snow Crows, if I look at what their current power quick catalyst runs, they do run Arcane. Oh, Oh, hold on. What? Yours to elemental attunement. In addition to everything that I've said, it gives regen and swiftness. Okay, hold on. What else?
That's good.
It gives. I mean, it'll be better than Herald in the sheer amount of boons it gives. It's just that it's doing that rotation. You may as well just play Power Untamed on HTcm at that point and do greens and garbage. Like, I'm perfectly fine with Herald. Just run more boon duration, you're fine. Like, if Vert's getting a buff, I keep playing what I play, Wolfie gets better, and Noro plays his damage build. If we lose some damage by Lanius and you taking more boon duration, then I don't care. Like, play what's fun until you find something that is a fine replacement. Unless the changes are so drastic that we actually have to, like, rework how we do things.
So I guess there's, like, let's say I go Dragon Hunter. I can help a little bit with quickness with Feel My Wrath, but that's only 3 seconds.
3 seconds every 25?
Yeah, but if it fills in a gap, like, it's still, like, useful. Other than that, like, what else can give?
Can just give quickness without thinking too much.
Like, without being like a QDPS, like, who can help out?
I mean,
I guess
warriors, tactics.
Berserker could, yeah, I'd have to.
Any warrior could with them.
With
I mean,
banner and tactics.
Good.
I'm looking.
Banner, yeah.
I'm looking at this rotation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look
Selfish, but
It doesn't what, Rook?
doesn't look terrible.
No, it doesn't.
I think the main thing is Hammer 3 always just auto, like, the chance for double tapping it. I remember
Yeah,
that being an issue.
I've done that. And if you're slow with your rotation, then your timings are off on it.
Yeah. Alright. I think, like, what I'll probably say is I will see if Herald stays the same, because, like, I really don't want to, like, make things super weird. I'll try and pick up Catalyst as well, because that actually looks pretty fun.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to, like, pick up more Elementalist as well.
Awesome.
It's the better chance, I can always try it. I think it'll be hilarious, though.
I might even pick it up just for the fuck of it. And play it in, like, the EOD Strike CM full clear.
you know what? Chronomancer could take MOA, MI, or
Gravwell?
the speed thing.
The speed thing.
The quickness.
You mean time warp,
elite.
yes.
Time warp.
But that is a 120-second cooldown for like 10 seconds
Is
of
it
quickness.
seriously?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's a 2-minute cooldown, so
They're changing MOA's cooldown, why can't they change that one?
because I don't know.
It's terrible.
So the only relevant part to even consider bringing it as a backup would be is in the case where you run a chrono, whether a heal or DPS, and they don't take a MOA or MI.
For whatever reason.
And then they would have to use Time Warp in their CS. But then their continuing split is still a really long cooldown.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Not something to rely on. Now, what could have been cool, which ANET isn't doing, is ANET just made, I believe, Wall of Action it is?
Yep, it gives 5 seconds of alacrity.
Yeah, it's just alacrity. Just, even if you're spec'd for quick, hey, you give some alacrity.
Yep, which is super nice, honestly. And
yeah, but why can't
it still does damage?
Where's one for quickness?
I guess the one for quickness is Banner of Tactics.
Warrior would be the best bet. I just don't want to ditch one of my Bladesworn skills for it. Because ditching any of them suck.
If they actually lower the cast time for banners, I won't mind it. But like, as it currently is, it's really annoying. And
yeah, if I ran like Signet of Might, then sure, I don't care. I'll run it. But every single Bladesworn skill is integral to my rotation, and to ditch one of them is to ditch a huge chunk of damage.
Yep. The other option is, if the quickness is an option or is an obstacle, I guess, we could have one subgroup with like Soul Beast or Reaper or something else that can generate a little bit of its own quickness. Berserker would be in it. And then just put like the lower boon duration build with them, and then like the heal could go 100% boon duration just to make sure it gets capped. Like there's a lot of things that we could do if things do go bad, but
oh man,
I'm just thinking, if all of the spheres now give quickness,
yeah, for go ahead.
Your rotation would essentially just be the same as
correct
our Catalyst rotation.
I don't see why it would be different.
Yeah.
It's a base duration of 2 seconds for every sphere. How long is the core rotation?
Rotation log. Let's see.
It's just 2 seconds per. like thing you put down.
Yeah.
How much quickness does putting down air sphere do? Because I don't think it is
It
changing.
used to be 5.
Okay, so that's
So
still gonna be 5.
That adds up to 11 seconds total. For full
So it's 2,
rotation.
4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13. Wait,
Without
you get 2 plus 5?
An entire catalyst rotation is to put down 4 spheres. And then if the quickness one in spectacular spheres is not going to change, well, now just putting down air Jade sphere is 7 seconds of quickness because it's 5 plus 2.
I'm looking at rotation right now. They're essentially just casting a sphere every 2.2 seconds. So just a little bit of.
So you'd have like 10 seconds per rotation and 13 seconds of quickness for a full rotation. So you might not need boon duration.
Yeah.
Unless you want to generate enough for verts if you're in their sub.
Feels like it's gonna be broken.
Yeah. I mean, it could be broken, but the amount of skill that you would need to perform the rotation in order for it to be in its broken state is not something that a lot of people are going to be able to do.
That's true.
Like
It's going to be very speed clear oriented. Like I'm expecting to see it everywhere, but
depending on how much damage it does, well, we can be in a state where it could be very easy to just have a low effort, high boon giving catalyst build, kind of like the mech builds that are around that Wolfie plays. Maybe that is what will get people on board with it, and then maybe Ana will care. But I mean, Ana also cares about speed, clearing, and benchmarks, so it doesn't matter.
Are there any existing low-intensity catalyst builds?
Probably, it's just how much damage are you willing to lose? I don't know.
Yeah. I'm actually kind of surprised that Power Catalyst only benches at 33k. Well, yeah, average 33.
That's lower than I remember.
Yeah. I guess I'm just spoiled because of freaking, Condi Herald. I mean, Condi Harbinger.
Benchmarks. Oh, Power Catalyst is 42. Are you're talking about Quick Catalyst, you mean?
Yeah, Quick Catalyst.
Yeah.
Quick Catalyst.
Nearly 34, okay. I mean, that's on the higher side of quick builds. Like, Power Quick Scrapper does 30.
Oh, what?
Scrapper's strong.
Scrapper's 30. Wait, Herald's only 30.
I think,
yeah.
Power
Quick Bladesworn's 31, so, like, it doing nearly 34 is good. Like, from the looks of it, it's...
35 was average. Am I thinking of Alacrity builds?
I mean, it's basically just Herald, or not Herald, Harbinger that's 35 now.
Yeah. I guess we were just, like, so used to Condi Quick Firebrand.
Yeah.
Wait, what was that, like 38 or something?
37, but the rotation to get the 37 was like nobody actually did that rotation.
Yeah.
Well, the Harbinger one, everybody does that rotation because there isn't another option. Like, it's just the differences are what utility skill are you taking for your third utility.
Yeah. Yeah, quick.
Which I like. I like having an open utility slot a lot.
Like, the average for boon supports are around 30k. You can do a little more, a little less. Then the builds that, like, underperform are, like, Pam with 26, and top builds like Catalyst and Harbinger.
Which is funny, because, like, Pam might underperform on, like, bench, but...
very consistent.
In my opinion, it's the best Alacrity DPS, because it's consistent, and it brings a lot of other boons and utility, while Like compared to Willbender, it's like sure Willbender bench is a lot higher. It's okay, but you can't even pre-boon on it. You can't give might. Bladesworn is gonna be interesting because that's gonna be so much might and alacrity.
Yeah. Might and alacrity. So.
Yeah. It would have to be paired with a pretty. I guess with Druid would be really good, but I don't know what DPS Alac Druid is gonna be like. Oh wait, well I can't pair it with Druid because Druid's also Alac.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's untamed for quick. And
all the quickness builds suck.
Welcome to the era where nobody wants to play quick DPS.
Even quick heal, it's not a good time.
Yeah, we're kill all the hams and replace them with quick heals, and now we have all these select DPSers. There you go, done.
I wonder what heal catalyst is like.
Probably not great. I mean, it's been done just like my heal Reaper's been done, but
oh god,
it's not good.
We had a person who only played heal catalyst in my raid static.
Oh my god.
It was it's definitely an adventure.
It
wasn't terrible. It just very good.
Yeah, I don't really see an option for a good quick heal. Like it's Firebrand and Herald. I am mad at Firebrand, and then Herald is getting different.
Let's see. If we're talking about good boon giving heals, just going through them. Herald obvious, Herald, Firebrand. I mean, I've done a heal Bladesworn, but it's not it's very silly. Medium armor, Untamed is a very powerful healer that feels really weird to play and doesn't really provide too much more than that.
Actually could be kind of interesting. A heal quickness Untamed, depending on what the spirits do, might be able to give like decent other boons, but
the entire point of a heal Untamed is to spam Healing Spring. So
they can't do that anymore.
Why not?
Fervent Force is getting deleted.
Oh yeah. Okay. So then heal Untamed sucks. Heal Scrapper, I mean it still exists.
The range bugs me. Like mostly for tank fights, being on the other side of the boss as a Scrapper, it's like everybody has to get really close. But
and what's the other? Oh, Thief.
Deadeye.
There's no heal Deadeye. Oh, what is it? Then we have Light Armor, heal Chrono, obviously. I mean, you've seen me play it.
Yeah, it works. It's just not like the most defensive utility.
What is
Harbinger, which is probably just
Harbinger
weaker than
doesn't
Scourge.
exist as heal, and then Catalyst. So
Firebrand Herald.
I mean, you have 4 options. 2 are well known. 1 I play, and then 1 just seems very sketch.
Yeah.
That's it.
Quickness is in a weird spot, which is weird. After years of Firebrand.
One moment. Alright. I'm gonna go end it here. I will be back Monday with raids. And I'm not really sure what the entire plan will be for Tuesday. Regardless, thank you for watching and have a good night.